You remember 2016, Will?
I remember. I do remember some things about 2016. Do you remember 2016?
It was a fever dream for me.
What about you, Russ? Do you remember?
Vaguely, it was a different time and place.
Right.
Indeed. Well, let's talk about that.
We should
Roll intro.
go.
Been hating my job, I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I got some stuff here that I looked up
Well, that's good.
to make sure that we were coming up with the correct things that happened in 2016. Since none of us can like 100% remember that, you know.
Yeah.
But since it's such a big thing right now, you know, comparing 2026 2016, we thought this would be a good podcast to do. So I'm going to start off a little creepy. Remember the clowns?
Oh, the ones that were like standing on the side of the road,
They
like
just-
a hatchet.
Yeah, they would just come up randomly and then with a hatchet or something and just creepy.
And just
It
like
was all-
stare into the middle distance.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a creepy thing.
I think they were all just trying to find Pokemon.
And then there was Pokemon Go came out. And that's probably it. They were playing Pokemon Go and they just wanted to do it with an axe and dressed up in their Sunday best. You know?
Sounds
There,
good.
there were some amazing Pokemon Go things that were happening at that time. I mean, not just that like everybody was playing it, but like multiple people walked off of cliffs playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Niantic got sued like thousands of times because people would have Pokemon Go zombies traipsing around in their backyard at 3 a.m. because their house was a gym or something.
Yeah.
So weird. Like people would get like walk into the middle of a busy intersection. I know like somebody walked it through Times Square, like got hit by a bus,
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, and the artwork since then has been like watch out for stuff around you while you're playing this game, and it's like a trainer walking off of a cliff and like a Gyarados about to eat him and all that stuff.
I can't even imagine how many lawyers they had to hire once they realized what they had done. And then every piece of language is a legal disclaimer from that moment on. It's like, don't eat your phone. Don't think that Pokemon are real and make them your best friend and forget to eat. Don't, like, everything that people could conceivably do.
These are all just lines of code, I swear.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
There was a thing, people would put up a lure and then literally wait for the Pokemon Go players to appear and then mug them like you're setting up a trap in Minecraft to collect, zombie heads or something.
Right.
Minecraft 2016 was wild too.
And then there was the mannequin challenge. Anybody remember the mannequin challenge? It was the TikTok thing. Was it a TikTok thing? I guess it was a TikTok thing, and it was where like people would have like these mass scenes of stuff happening, and everybody would be frozen, and then the camera would pan through this group of people doing nothing, just staying still.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Sounds like an anti-flash mob.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, and that was a big thing. And then there was...
Can I ask a question? When did Inception happen?
Oh, Inception?
Inception. I don't know.
Let me do the
It was around then, wasn't it?
2010.
Oh, way before that.
Way
Just
before.
the reason that I use that as a marker is because they pioneered the, as like a,
Yeah.
and then it became part of every trailer for every movie for the next 15 years.
Yeah, it was the new this man.
Yeah, because that guy died.
Yeah. So
Guy
instead of getting
LaFontaine
like
or whatever.
Don LaFontaine,
Don LaFontaine.
This summer.
and yeah, he was the voice. And then when he died, they were like, give it to one of his kids, and he said, no, it shall go to the biggest noise. And that's what happened. It was a lot like Alexander the Great, really. There was a huge war in the voice acting world.
Huge war.
Many cartoons died that week. Anyway, so what else happened in 2016, Will?
2016. We've got Salt Bay. Come on, everybody's got to remember Salt Bay.
This guy with
Right,
the
this guy
with the nonsense. I'm going to sprinkle
got the shave,
like salt onto a steak.
salt on a steak. That's where it started, and then he went real big and viral there for like 10 minutes. You know.
A moderately attractive man got viral.
Yeah.
And then proved to the world how much of a jerk he was.
Yeah. And then there was Stranger Things came out, the first season of Stranger
Justice
Things.
for Barb. I still haven't watched all of Stranger Things because I'm still mad about Barbara.
You got to get over it. You just got to watch it. You just got to watch it. It's good. It's good all the way through. I mean, the ending, it's lacking a little bit in the ending. I would say there's a couple of things that they probably could have thought through a little bit better.
Okay.
But apparently they did and decided, nope, we're just going to do this. So
After 10 years, I mean, sometimes you're just tired, man.
you're just tired of
Game
it.
of Thrones.
Did you guys see the huge swell of internet memeage that people were convinced that the last episode was not the last episode and that they were holding back a secret finale?
Yeah.
The secret ending. Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you, Dave, having not watched the last episode or few, but like when it's over, they do one of those really cool like animated montages of each of the characters as like a D&D character. And I'm like, can you imagine doing that to the artists of the show, being like, okay, can you make the tribute art montage for all the characters, but then make a better one for the real ending when we're going to end it again?
Oh God, no. Thank you so much.
Make it not as good, and then you need one that's like spectacular.
Yeah.
Right.
You do a really cool, original, unique D&D caricature art, but that's just to make people believe that it's the ending, but it's really only, there are 2 episodes left, actually.
Right. There's actually, the whole movie left. We're going to not tell anybody.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Crazy.
Sounds like a terrible move on their part.
That was just the sign for me that it was definitely over, that they spent the money on the goodbye animation already. Like, not infinite money.
Yeah, I mean, they had the pizza party. What do you do after that?
Exactly. Gonna go back and reminisce and show everybody what they looked like 10 years ago again in the split screen side by side again.
Yeah.
Did grow up on they literally grew up on that screen.
It's like getting your retirement cake and still having a week left of work, you know.
Like, we're just going to do it today because we got a big project due and we need you to be working on that. So
or like our high school, Will, where they gave us our diplomas before our graduation.
Right.
It's like, why would we what?
Yeah, bad move, school.
I'm not doing school anymore, thanks.
You can streak through the graduation ceremony. There'll be no consequences.
Thank you. I have the paper. All right. No, I'm just gonna go. Yeah,
I'm gonna go to college now, thanks.
I'm just gonna leave.
Well, I mean, I didn't really go to college.
When I graduated from college, now that my grandparents are gone, I can tell this story. My friends and I, we're waiting in the long line of the procession, and we've got our cloaks and gowns on and all that stuff, and we smoked a doobie and waiting in line, and they were giving Bill Russell an honorary doctorate. Do you guys know who Bill Russell is? He's like an all-time NBA great.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like Celtic, like multiple champion. But it was just weird because it was like I went to a school. It's like a Division III Jewish school. So Bill Russell did not go to this school. They just invited him to speak, and in exchange, they give him like you're a doctor of speaking to the student body degree. And it's like it was him, and then it was also like Peter Lynch or some finance dude, and then some other legitimately like decorated academic people. But we were just giggling because we're like, his Bill Russell's credentials, which are impressive in the NBA, was like, you know, it was like 12,000 rebounds. And we're like, how many rebounds do you need to get a doctorate degree?
A lot.
Yeah, it's got to be like a record. Has to be.
I've got to ask Google.
Got to be really crashing the boards if you want to wear the cap and gown and get your ceremony at the end of that.
Right.
And then we heard our alma mater for the school for the first time in 4 years. We'd never heard it before, and we were all expected to sing along with it. Did.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting. So the AI overview tells me, based on the context of your question, it appears to be a mix-up with NBA 2K21 and 22 gaming mechanics. So, regarding actual academic doctorate, you do not need to grab any basketball. You need to complete roughly 60 to 120 semester credit hours.
Nice.
Is there some mechanism in NBA 2K where you can get a doctorate degree at the end of your career path?
I assume so, because that's what they're asking. That's what they're saying. You need to get like 85.
Definitely.
AI knows a little too much sometimes. It's too deep for us.
Too much. I just wanted to know if I could catch basketballs and get become Dr. Dave of basketballing.
Basketball-y,
Yeah.
Basketball-y, okay.
Yeah, that's what the academics call professional basketballery.
Or credits. Basketball-y. I'm getting all the basketball-y I need this semester.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you get credit. So stupid.
And then we've got the conversation started talking about Tesla. Lots of conversations with the Tesla doing the autopilot stuff. Like it wasn't out yet, but that's when it was really starting to be talked about. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna make this, right? And then we get memes and videos of dudes just taking a nap in traffic and all that, right? And now it's a normal thing.
Well, the Tesla one isn't really that normal. Here's my question: this company that has been like touting, like autopilot all the time, right? This is the big thing that's going to hit everywhere. Gets sued almost into the ground because their AI autopilot is garbage. But then like some nothing starter called Waymo shows up.
Yeah.
And now people are going from Santa Monica to Burbank.
Right.
Well, that's Google, though.
Is that Google?
Waymo is Google.
Waymo's, okay, I didn't know that.
I did not know that was Google.
Those are Google cars, you guys.
Well, that explains it then. They have more money than Jesus.
They are not a small, punchy underdog of AI autonomous driving. That is Google. They know everything about where you live.
Yeah, they have been doing the mapping forever. So there you go.
So has Pokemon Go. But
yeah, but Niantic.
I'm sure you guys know this. It's like well known that Niantic has like a close relationship with the CIA and the NSA, and that they just have a backdoor into Niantic and actively use it to spy on people. Like the new mechanisms they put in Pokemon Go where they're like, scan this location for extra Pokeballs or whatever. It's just like, we would like an internal mapping system of this building for surveillance purposes. Can you dubious Pokemon players just take your phones and record videos and send it to us? And it's like, yeah, for Pokeballs. Yeah, I will. There you go.
The next thing you know, the uh, the artwork's going to be "Don't get shot by counter-terrorist units."
I think they want one of us to get shot by a counterterrorism unit for that Charizard.
For a Charizard,
It
okay.
is a shiny Charizard. Though,
Is it
so
a
I
shiny Charizard? I will get shot for a shiny
Yep,
Charizard. Is it Dynamax? Let's go.
let's go, son.
2x2 cover formation. Let's get in there.
Oh my gosh.
Then we got Harambe. Harambe happened. You know,
I like, I try to follow the pop culture, and I'm aware of the meme of Harambe. But if you ask me to like tell you like what actually happened to this ape, I have no idea what actually happened to Harambe.
So Harambe, basically, what happened was this. I don't even remember where Harambe was, like the country or city or whatever. But it was the gorilla enclosure, and there was a deck to view them from above, and I want to say like a between a 4 and an 8-year-old child fell into the enclosure and was knocked unconscious. And Harambe, the silverback gorilla of the the big papa of the crew, ran over to see what was going on and started poking the kid and picking the kid up and moving the kid around, trying to who knows what he was trying to do with it. And instead of tranquilizing him, they shot him like 6 times.
Jesus.
Now, that being said, it's probably the right move because you don't know how much tranquilizer is going to take down a gorilla like that. And
Probably more than 800 milligrams of ibuprofen.
probably more than 800 milligrams of ibuprofen worth.
Probably.
Like those tranquilizers more often than not are overused and kill the animal anyway. So it was but slower. So poor Harambe was
Cincinnati.
gone.
I've got the right here, Cincinnati Zoo.
In Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's in America, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Isn't it fun to tell a story that you're like, this probably happened in the third world somewhere where they don't have laws, and you're like, oh, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that tracks for.
That's right.
I love you, Cincinnati.
Isn't there a whole? There's like a, deep in the bowels of the internet, there's a belief system that the killing of Harambe like set us onto a parallel dimension where everything goes. It's kind of like the Cubs winning the World Series is a similar thing, which I don't know what year that was. Was that 2016? I don't know when they were.
That was 2016, actually. We were just talking about that.
Oh, shit. That was the year that we got pushed into a parallel dimension.
It was.
Between Harambe and the Cubs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Darkest timeline theory. That's what it is.
Yep.
That's when it started.
The Cubs and Harambe, the spilling of innocent blood was the 7th sign,
The breaking of the curse of the billy goat. It's got all of the occult trappings, man.
All of it. So, yeah, nobody, crossed their fingers and spit into the eye of Satan that day. So that was it. Good gravy. That's rough, man.
Yeah.
So we can blame the Cubs.
We can blame the Cubs and
the gorilla.
Oh, so okay, let me reverse engineer to a movie I want to talk about. Okay, so 2016 Cubs win the World Series, which people said was a reference correctly predicted by Back to the Future 2 when they find the sports almanac from the future that tells you that the Cubs played. They actually predicted the Marlins. I think they called it the Miami team, which didn't make any sense in the real world, but good job. You predicted there'd be a baseball team in Miami in 1990 or whenever Back to the Future 2 came out. So also in Back to the Future 2, there's a great YouTube conspiracy video about this, where he goes deep into this movie, into how Back to the Future 2 predicted 9/11, where There's all kinds of fun stuff about Back to the Future too. So first of all, you know that the character who played Marty McFly's dad was not actually the actor. Crispin Glover was not in Back to the Future too.
In the second one or the third
2
one.
and 3 he was not in.
Right. So the character is depicted, but they literally hired a lookalike and then shot all the scenes to try to hide his face so that you couldn't tell that it wasn't really Crispin
He
Glover.
did like some prosthesis for his nose and stuff too.
A little bit, yeah.
And years later, he successfully sued the production because you can't just make a likeness of an actor and pretend that it's them and never compensate the actor.
Yeah,
right.
So that happened. But like in all the scenes where fake Crispin Glover is hovering on a hoverboard upside down so you can't quite read that it's not the real actor and he's talking to Marty, it's like if you flip it 180 degrees and he's right side up, it looks as though there are two twin towers behind him that are like then get destroyed in some kind of video editing edit. So then, and of course, the YouTube video replays this like 100 times. Like, if we turned around the buildings.
Oh God!
He's convinced that it's like this is them predicting 9/11.
The best documentaries do that, like over and over and over again.
Always, yeah,
always.
So if you YouTube search for Back to the Future 2 predicts 9/11, you'll be in for a pretty fun ride. I recommend it. One of the better silly conspiracy videos out there.
It's absolutely bananas. I love it so much. Oh my goodness.
Then I wanna also throw in the because a lot of people are gonna remember the "Cash Me Outside, How About That" girl.
Oh, what's her name now? Bad Baby?
Something like that. She's pretends to be a rapper or is a rapper. I'm not even sure, but yeah.
Yeah. She does rapping.
She raps it. Probably not. I don't know.
When did the Kesha thing happen?
Oh, Kesha? I remember interviewing her actually.
Like, when was she put in Kesha jail and she wasn't allowed to be Kesha because she was in some fight with her management team or something?
Yeah, let's see.
It had to have been after 16.
I'm sure it was, but I really like going down this intellectual exercise of trying to figure out what happened in 2016. Like, I realize that I have no frame of reference for almost anything in the past 10 years because we just get bombarded with so many news stories that like trying to place one in a year is the pandemic or something is like just a ridiculous endeavor of like, I don't know when Kesha got locked up. Could have been any year between 2018 and 2022.
Right.
So the key details of the Kesha management dispute. Check this out. Das Communications sued for 14. Kesha was sued for 14 million in commission fees. She countersued, arguing Das acted as an unlicensed talent agent under California's Talent Agencies Act. Fabulous. Dr. Luke, 2014 to 2023. Kesha accused Dr. Luke of abuse and tried to void her contract. A judge denied her request to break the contract in 2016.
Oh, what?
Oh,
that's right. And then the outcome was after a 2023 settlement. So from 16 to 23 is what it looks like.
That's good job, Russ.
We name in 2016 memes just by accident around here,
right?
Because the timeline like is converged in the big knot in 2016. All these things happen then.
If you were pulling this off during the psychic episode, I might not have gotten so pissed off.
Now, Ari and I, weirdly enough, were talking about that earlier this evening because I was playing some Monty Python song that he felt like perfectly spoke to his condition in his life at the time. And he's like, "Are you psychic, Russ?" I'm like, "No. But my tiny Jewish grandmother was very psychic. And so I get like just a little bit of residue, just so I can't do anything. I can't make any money with it. I can't cold read somebody. Right. But once in a while in an improv scene, I'll like summon their real middle name or some shit like that they never told me about. And that's pretty much the extent of it.
it's a weird talent that it seems like improv people have a lot of the time. Because like, do you remember Sarah when she was on our team?
Yeah.
And she was talking about dating some dude and how she was telling me something about it. I'm like, well, let me know how that train wreck works out. And then a week later, she's all like, you called it, Dave, you're psychic.
Yeah, well, you have like some psychic bona fides just from us watching you play scripts, and then you just tune your little metaphysical dial into the text that we're reading, and then you start asking the text questions like, "Hey, how much do you bench press?" And we're like, "You can't, Dave. You can't ask the text specific questions like that because it'll never answer." And then he does that, and then the text is like, "Oh, it's 180 pounds," and you're like, "What? How?" You knew exactly what the next line of the play was.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was funny because Kent like got in my head that like when we told him about this crazy talent, got in my head for like a half a second, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this anymore. But then I pulled it back out.
Yeah, no, keep doing it. Keep doing it.
It's wild. It is really, it is honestly befuddling to me as well. I don't know how I pulled it off.
Because we just
I
watch
don't even
you.
realize I'm asking it questions half the time.
But like sometimes we watch you knowing that you shouldn't be asking a question, but like you're just compelled to ask a question, and it is exactly the question that the character wants to talk about. It's weird.
It is really yeah. It's pretty bizarre. Will, you should come do some improv with us sometime.
Yeah, go ahead, but buy me that plane ticket and I'll head down.
We're having a jam tomorrow. You can put your name in the bucket.
Sweet, sounds good. I don't have anything to do tomorrow except for everything.
except for like 6 children to take care of and a whole wife and all that.
Yeah. Lots of birthday party and for one of my daughter's friends, and then I got to do driving across the county. That includes driving across the county, and then going to pick her up, and then also having all 6 kids by myself all day tomorrow because the wife's going to work all day, and but we can fit in the plane ride and the staying there and hanging out, and then on top of that, doing the improv.
It's only a 6-hour plane ride. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It'll work.
No, I made a face when you said driving across the county, and then I remembered the county that we live in Washington is not even a third the size of the county I currently live in.
Right.
So I'm like, across that county is fine.
I mean, it's still a while. It takes a while. All right.
Half an hour. You're all right, man.
It's half an hour.
If LA County is like you have to make weekend plans. You can't just do that on a whim.
Yeah. Unlike on the East Coast where like a 20-minute drive is a whole day. 20-minute drive is just us getting to the freeway.
Right. All right, I got one more before we start, and this one's a question.
Before we start
with some stories. We've got stories still, right?
Oh, the Reddit stories. Yeah.
Okay, so before we start with the Reddit stories, I do have one question for you guys, and this has to do with our good friend YouTube.
Okay.
That we are on currently, and hopefully people are watching, right? Who do you think was the person that was the most subscribed person in 2016 on YouTube?
I believe it was Mr. PewDiePie, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, you say Pewdie, Dave?
No, wait, is this just for the year 2016 or is it up to the year 2016?
Just 2016, whoever had the most on 2016 in 2016.
Oh, good. I actually wound up muting my microphone. Great. Fabulous.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I just sneezed my entire face off.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it was weird. I had to reattach it. On YouTube, like I feel like it's oh God, who was that cat who was all like leave Britney alone? That guy.
Oh man, what's his?
That guy was very Meanwhile, what happened to him? He's not around anymore.
No. It wasn't Perez Hilton. It was that other. I don't remember his name. I remember his face.
I might have been thinking of Perez Hilton too, so I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Who was it, Will? Because clearly I'm wrong.
Russ wins. It was PewDiePie. Around 50 million subscribers in that year.
Even in 2016, it was baffling that he was the top YouTube creator. Everyone was waiting for. I think people like a satanic prophecy, like they were waiting for the Beast before the Beast was here, because they're like, PewDiePie is just, he plays Minecraft and makes weird, vaguely German sounding noises, and nobody can understand why this is the top thing on all of YouTube.
Yeah, it is pretty bizarre.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, children love him, so
right.
There's that.
Yeah, I wonder when it was. Definitely after 2016 when Blippi showed up on the radar.
Oh,
no pun intended.
Yeah. I've auditioned for Blippi a few times. Not like to be Blippi, but to be like randos in Blippi's universe.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably good work if you can get it. Blippi has franchised himself out. He doesn't want to be Blippi anymore, so he has hired a new actor to be Blippi.
Mm-hmm. He's got one actor, an actor and an actress. There's two Blippies.
There's Blippi and there's Mika. He's spinning it off into other characters.
Yeah.
Is that
all dressed the same?
Does that make it a Blip Eye, or is it still Blippi?
I mean, after my kids, when they were little, were obsessed with Blippi, I sat them down and I put them in front of YouTube and I showed them episodes of Pee-wee's Playhouse.
There you
and
go.
I said, this is Blippi's daddy. So that you can understand where Blippi gets all of his persona from. And they're like, we like Blippi's daddy. And I'm like, yeah, because he's the original guy that was like this.
He's way better at it.
He is a poor carbon copy of his daddy.
To answer your question, Will, the proper plurality of Blippi is Blippities.
Blippities. Okay. All right. I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Sometime in the future. I'm sure that's going to be something that I'm going to remember.
It comes from the Greek blippos. Yeah. It comes from the Greek word blippos, which means child infotainment.
Child. Yeah. And then that came in the 16th century also, right?
I have no idea about the 16th century. I'm all about ancient Greek.
I used to get actively angry at watching Blippi videos, not just because first of all, like why do I have to watch this, but also like it's just it's such a poor substitute for all of the amazing educational stuff that we grew up with, whether it's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood or the Muppets, Pee-wee, or Sesame Street. Like Blippi's, in part, a lot of these kid creators, they have to pawn themselves off as educational content because if they're just pure sugar, then they don't get picked up by the algorithm or they lose, sponsors or whatever. So Blippi's, he had to include education, but his education was just like, that fire truck is red.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Red. And that like
just screams the word red in your face for like 20 minutes.
And then you can see him mentally to be like, done. Now I can wiggle and dance more because I've included educational content. It's so low effort.
Check mark. Now I can be an idiot.
And now the man has like 5 Lamborghinis. I can't.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're sitting here doing actual art. Yeah, I can barely afford spaghetti. Oh, not that I can eat it. It's too many carbs. Okay, so these are all Reddit stories from 2016.
Yes, that is what I looked up was Reddit, the best Reddit stories that I can find from 2016.
Okay, so we got the most heavily upvoted ones, the most heavily downvoted ones, and then just some absurdity.
Which is our bread and butter there, so.
All right, Russ, you're the guest. Do you want a upvoted one or a downvoted one?
So wait, you have the most downvoted story of 2016?
No. We have a list of downvoted, bad. People didn't like the story or didn't like the person or something like that.
Yeah, let's have one of those.
One of those. Okay, well, we'll start with this one. Open up. R/relationships. Of course it is.
Here we go.
Yes. 20/M, 20 male. I absolutely cannot take being a kissless virgin anymore. I need to get out of this hell. Oh my man. Okay, here we go.
Gonna be great.
So, let's see. I am 20 years old. I have friends, a somewhat active social life. I take meticulous care of my appearance and my hygiene. I dress well, and I make considerable effort to be confident in social situations. Despite all of this, I am still a kissless virgin. I can count the number of girls that have had interest in me in one hand, and every one of those girls I have either been too scared to pursue or too scared to reciprocate the interest of. It's not that I want to experience relationships, intimacy, sex just because everyone else is doing it. I actually genuinely deeply crave relationships, intimacy, and sex. I want to be the guy who can attract women with relative ease. I want to be the guy that is desired. I want to be the guy that is capable of being romantically loved by someone. I also would very much like to have casual sex.
All of that to cover for that one line.
Exactly.
Want to get laid. Let me try to project virtues first.
I mean, immediately I can tell why this guy is not having the best time on this subreddit. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. He does backpedal a little bit. And I don't mean that in a vulgar or flippant way. I just would like to have the option of no strings attached if I ever feel like it.
First option, if it's available, really.
I mean, if there's an option. Let's see. As it stands, all of these things are out of bounds for me. I want them, but cannot have them. The idea that I have got to the age of 20 without even coming close to doing so much as kissing a girl absolutely eats me up inside. I cannot stand that feeling. I haven't even done something that most people would do when they are kids or very young teenagers. I can't even imagine what a kiss feels like. It is a concept so alien and otherworldly to me that it might as well be pure fantasy. My man is writing a novella here.
Wow.
The idea of real, living, breathing intimacy is just as unreal to me as fucking Star Wars.
Let's be honest. Star Wars is a lot realer to this person.
Oh, seriously.
Not in equal grounds as kissing. Star Wars, he could see himself. You could drop him on Dagobah and he would know which direction to go.
That's right. Yeah. I'm in the middle of a swamp. I got to go find the weird little green dude.
Exactly.
I know where he is.
He has a plan of action, which he cannot say the same when it comes to the females.
Indeed. Let's see. It has gotten to the point where even sitting close to a girl gives me a semi. Oh my god, dude. Whoa. And holding a girl's hand literally gives me a full on.
Whoa.
Let's see. I'm not joking. I can't control it. Even the slightest of touches from women sends my body out of control, makes me sweat, makes me nervous, and seemingly arouses me. Seemingly, sir?
Seemingly. To the outside eye, one would say I was aroused by this, but
indeed,
if you look deeper.
Is that all?
Very aroused.
Like his mom gives him a hug, and grandma's giving him like the peck on the cheek. Like, is that count there? I don't know. It might with the way the guys.
Do you know what's good for really excessive sexual frustration? Writing 5,000 words about how you can't get laid on Reddit. That's really good. Good treatment.
That's definitely good. It's good to keep this issue he has here away, because he'll just remember. I actually told the entire internet this. So I can't even do it anymore at all.
You just leave the problem on the page. Problem
Boom,
solved.
and you're done. He already fixed himself. Boom.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. I'm sure he got laid right after hitting submit.
Right.
Oh my lord.
The messages came pouring in.
Clearly.
Just pouring.
And like, like, to be perfectly honest, and though we're making fun of this poor autist who was very melodramatic about his situation, I was a virgin until I was 20 years old. Like, I had held hands with women and had a couple of girlfriends, but I didn't find it easy at all.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. Like all three of us look like crazy women's men, right? But yeah, I was also not. I mean, not nearly as dramatically this, but
Maybe you just didn't have the right forum to really spill your guts out.
seriously. But I was the verge until I was, I think, 20, something like that, around there. So yeah, I mean, that's perfectly acceptable.
The man out.
Okay, so that was only halfway through that post, by the way.
Oh my god.
He then goes on to say, "It's."
I also downvote this. Can you still downvote this 10 years later? Because I want to. Also,
yeah, it might be locked. I'm not sure.
They probably lock it, but I want to downvote it anyway. Like, stop, man.
He goes on to say, "It's not my fault. It's like my body is so childish and underdeveloped that it cannot handle the most basic and juvenile of physical contact with girls. I think if I ever managed to have sex with a girl, I might genuinely have a panic attack from the sheer new and terrifying nature of what would be happening to me."
Oh, poor guy.
Fella.
Poor guy.
I went through school seemingly like a ghost. For years, I was bullied viciously and had literally zero friends. Then in the last couple of years, I got my act together and developed a healthy social life and gained many friends. Despite this,
Yeah. Dave, I have a request. Can you read the rest of this character's story as like a kid from the 40s who's about to be drafted into World War II? Just this is who this guy is on the inside. I can just tell.
Right. Oh God, World War II. Let's see. Then in the last couple of years, I got my act together and developed a healthy social life and gained many friends. Despite this, I still remained invisible to the vast majority of girls in my school. Literally 4 girls from that school were interested in me, and the only reason I ever knew they were was because friends secretly told me that they were, often months after the fact, when they had already lost interest. Not a single one of those girls even attempted to give me a hint at the fact that they liked me. Yeah, and then the rest of the girls at this school were either completely disinterested or outright looked down on me. There were several times when I attempted to speak to girls outside of my social circle, not attempting to chat them up, just trying to have a friendly chat. And I received blunt, short, awkward replies. I feel like
let's not skip over the fact that he admits that there were girls interested in him that he would have gone for given his situation, and he just missed the signs.
Yep.
And so, like, all the other stuff's kind of irrelevant. It's like you don't have your pick of whoever the hell you want.
Right.
There were girls that you knew who liked you, so that would have solved your problem if you were just, paying attention.
Yeah, come on, man. Yes, keep your antennas up. I feel like the situation has persisted even beyond school. I get invited to parties and meet new people, sometimes making new male friends, but find it utterly impossible to connect on any level with women at the party. I can sometimes have friendly conversations with women outside my social circle, but never can I progress past the friendly acquaintance stage. He put friendly acquaintance in douchebag air quotes, by the way. Every female friend I became friends with because one of my male friends knew them, invited them to events that I also went to. I've never been able to make a female friend entirely by my own doing. Who has?
By my own doing.
My own
I've accomplished this by my own doing. I have a buddy of mine was talking about his experiences online dating recently, and it reminded me of myself because he said that we had good conversations, but then at the end the women would say, "Well, I didn't feel like there was a spark, right? And there was any chemistry." And then I told him what I had learned many years ago doing the online dating, which is you, as you know, I'm probably on the spectrum, but like maybe people like me would think like, well, we're trying to have shared interests. That's the point of this conversation. Is talking, hey, you like Star Wars, and I like Star Wars. That's amazing. But that's really not all that you need.
Right.
You have to be hitting on them or like attempting physical contact or looking in the eye. You can't just be like, well, good. I'm glad we've agreed that a movie is good. I'm assuming we will be moving to the sex sometime late. Like you can't. It doesn't work.
I have brought a contract for us to sign. Yes, good. Okay.
Did all the things. I fed you spaghetti, and we talked about the
Yeah.
weather.
I
Why are we
was
not naked now?
I also brought you a flower.
I
Not
was
flowers, a flower.
wildly self-destructive on dates in terms of just like I would get into deep pointless philosophical debates with the girls on the first dates off of OK Cupid or something like that, and they were just like their brains were broken because they're like fascinating. Well, it was nice meeting you. Goodbye. I was like, why? It was a good discussion, wasn't it? They were just like, I don't. You turned off any sense that I could be attracted to you by going deep into this philosophy. I was like,
Ah, butts.
oh, I see.
I did it again. Damn it, Seymour.
They were more focused on trying to make sure that they were thinking all the way through everything you said. That's what it was.
Yeah, it took me this many years to learn that like the brain is not the primary like relevant organ when you're dating.
Yeah, I mean, like some people are super attracted to that, but they're like, that's like finding a needle in a haystack a lot of the time. There's like it's like a weird little Rubik's cube of interactions that you have to get through, and then even then, they have to be.
All right, like
No.
I know what you're talking about, Dave. This so-called theoretical sapiosexual person who is attracted to the smarts. This is more of like a weird science, like sci-fi trope of a woman than it is like a thing. Like even with the sapiosexual women, you have to present some kind of animal magnetism, some sign that you're a living, breathing man and not just a series of logical connections.
You have to let the other person know you are interested in them carnally.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, he finally brought up Proust, so now I'm going to take him. Like,
yes, he quoth the raven. Indeed. Well, please come to my bedchamber. Yes.
or at least no such people went to my high school.
Well, mine either. I don't think. If they did, they certainly weren't looking at me. Let's see.
I actually at one point in high school, I had a group of friends that was like 7 girls and me, and I was just like, I knew them from class, and we would hang out with them. And I don't know what the hell they thought about me. Did they think I was gay, or that I was just like, well, he's just harmless or whatever?
Yeah.
But like, that's the point, is that you can't be totally harmless. You know? You get the advice to just be nice, which is in general a good idea, to be thoughtful and nice and respectful. But if you're just nice, you're not interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's interested is interesting. So you have to show that you have to show your interest. Don't be a fucking schmuck and a creep about it. But show your interest. Otherwise, they're going to be all like, "Ah, yes, we can go to the museum together," and I have no fear. It was kind of like college. I went when I was first starting out in college. I had this French class, and I was just real good friends with this girl there, and we would hang out every day, have lunch, on and on and on. And I thought, for a while she was hitting on me, and I knew that for a fact. And I'm like, cool, this is awesome. I love this. And then a couple of months down the line, she's all like, I should introduce you to my gay friend Tom.
Oh.
And I went, does he play D&D or like And then no, I just thought you guys would make a cute couple. Ah,
Mm.
well,
Why-
darn it. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, interested is interesting.
Mm.
Make sure you show your interest.
I am very proud to report that I don't know, one of the years that I came back home from college to my high school hometown, I did manage to have a summer fling with one of the many girls from that friend group that I hung out with in high school. Not to prove any, it just kind of happened. It wasn't like I must go back and fix what was broken. Like none of that. It was just like,
Yeah, you weren't in the DeLorean trying to fix your problems. Yeah,
exactly. Then we just found ourselves hanging out, and then we hooked up, and we were both like amazed. We're like, was this possible the whole time? Like,
Wait a
we've been
minute.
doing this?
Two consenting humans can do things together? Hold on. That's pretty dope. I love that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna skip past a little bit of this.
Oh, it's still going. Oh my God.
There's another paragraph. Let's see. He goes on to say,
Downvotes.
I'm absolutely fed up with this life. If I have to go through another year of this, I will probably become self-deletable. I need someone to give me a very literal, concrete, step-by-step guide on how I can stop being a kissless virgin, start being confident, normal, assertive, attractive man. It's like we read his mind. We-
We did it already.
and please do not just tell me to get therapy. Induced by their quotes. I understand that might help, but I need more than that. I need someone to give me instructions that I can enact. I need something I can act upon. Sure. He said it twice. I need someone to tell me bluntly, do this and this and this, or do not do that and that. I need it desperately. Before some butt says it, I am not a troll. I really do feel everything I have written here. I can't fake this. This is a real cry for help. Too long didn't read. I am a kissless virgin, and I deeply hate it. I do not want to live like this. I need someone to give me concrete and literal instructions on how to be successful with women.
So
What are the
last little bit here makes me think, what's the name of the CEO for OpenAI?
Altman?
Yeah, well, that's like, just if you think about it, you need somebody to exactly tell you what to do step by step, right? Well, now you can just go on GPT and ask them.
Do you know what's disturbing, Will, now that you said that?
People actually do that.
Well, it's to realize that all of the AI models, including ChatGPT, have in part been trained on this story because it's on Reddit. It's one
Exactly.
of their favorite things to read. So they're like, this encapsulates part of the human experience of
Right.
being this kind of like totally inept, clueless virgin autist.
Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with. And so it could probably talk to you about that, since having ingested this story as one of its many examples of what it's like to be a flesh bag.
A meat popsicle.
Yes, I am a meat popsicle.
Oh, what was the other thing you were going to say? Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, what are the poly market odds that this guy 10 years later is exactly the same?
Yeah.
Has solved nothing.
But
Well, I
probably,
mean, he hasn't deleted his Reddit account. I'm just going to look at it right now.
Is there one post that'd be like, yeah, I did it, everybody. I touched a girl's hand.
I clicked on post and it said server error. Please try
Oh,
again
no.
later.
whoops.
Nope. This is like his. Oh, this is his one contribution.
That's it.
Oh, it's probably fake then. Not a real Reddit account.
I mean, it could be.
I can't win for losing today. Minus 99 karma. This one guy.
Right.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. So yeah. That was our one Reddit story for the night.
No, we should do one more.
Okay, you want me to do one more? Okay, I'll do one from the other end of the spectrum.
I think we should do the absurd, the number one in the absurd. That seems nice, light, fluffy.
Okay. 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 We got this. Today I effed up by locking myself out of my hotel room naked. It's very nice. Very, very, very fluffy. Obligatory this didn't happen today. Let me take your minds back to the summer of 2016. It was toward the end of June that myself and a group of my friends decided we would go to a party location in Magaluf in Spain. Excuse me for
Careful there.
Magaluf. The first night we went out at around 11 p.m. Little did we know this was an early start to the nights out there. We stayed out until around 6 a.m. and headed back to the hotel room. And then we went out the next night and the next and the next. And then one night I committed an F up. All I remember was knocking on my hotel room door, opening my eyes, looking down, staring face to face with my flaccid phallus, and unable to work out whether I was in a dream or not. I pinched myself and it hurt. So I used that as evidence to support the case of reality.
Good way to do it. Good way to do it.
I stood there for a few moments, banging on my hotel room door. I'm hoping with his knuckles, figuring out what the F to do. I was completely naked, locked outside my hotel room on the third floor of the hotel. I had a few options. Wait for someone to open my door if I could wake them up, take the elevator down to the bottom floor, or run down the stairs to the bottom floor where reception is. I didn't like the last option, so banging continued. A few moments later, a security guard came up to the floor with a Spanish flag and the biggest effing smile on his face. I wrapped the flag around myself, and we proceeded to go downstairs for me to get a spare key. As I was walking with him, I heard people laughing and smirking and making jokes and such. To be honest, Magaluf was probably the best place it could have happened, as it was around 9 a.m. Everyone would be asleep, and it's a party place, so things like this must happen all the time. I got a spare key, went back to my room, and slept it out. The only reason I knew it wasn't a dream was the fact I woke up with a flag around me. He kept the flag.
Nice.
He says, I have an idea of what happened. At home in my bedroom, I have to stand up and walk out of my room. Turn right, and then there's the bathroom. The hotel room was laid out almost exactly the same as my room, except the bathroom was on the inside of the door, not out. I think I must have woken up. I sleep naked, by the way. It's much more comfy.
Whoa.
He had to add that, right? My
That
brain
takes away a lot of the mystery of the story. He's just like,
right,
"What's
there you
thinking?"
go. My brain still asleep and in autopilot must have gone and walked out of the door to find the bathroom, realizing it's a massive mistake, and then proceeding to slowly awake to the sunshine and laughs as it was making my hand knock on the door. Okay. I want to go back. Sad face. TLDR, got drunk, sleep naked, woke up, slept, walked outside of a hotel room as it was the way to the bathroom at home. Locked self out naked. Rescued by security guard. Went bed.
So he was banging on the door for nobody. There was nobody else even possibly in the hotel room.
I mean, they
So-
didn't exactly say that, but reference, I would say probably nobody else was in there. He was just panicking.
Yeah, either that or they were all passed out from being so verschnickered the night before.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
right. They were getting the good absinthe over there.
Honest, I gotta say, it's a pretty pedestrian international party story, man.
Yeah.
It's like you were naked because you chose to sleep naked. You got disoriented and you woke up and you were still naked. Like these are expected outcomes, man.
It's not like you were naked because you went to Lucy Lawless's Wunderchosen, like in Euro Trip.
Yeah. The guys who wrote The Hangover did not get any of their ideas from your story.
That was honestly a really, really disappointing international news story, man. I'm very upset with it.
Hey, what year did The Hangover come out?
Oh God, when did
That was way long ago. That's got to
Like
be
2011 or something?
Yeah,
2009, fellas.
2009.
Back
was
when
gonna
Zach Galifianakis was still fat.
Wow. So what about like they made sequels of that, right?
Yes.
They go to 3. How far did they go?
I think they've gotten to 2, 3. Yeah. 2 was in 2011. Hangover 3. was 2013.
Yeah, you can't really wait on those. You gotta keep that hangover momentum going.
Yeah, 2026. We still don't have a hangover for. It's really a sad day.
And yet, Mike Tyson is still with us.
Weird, right?
Hmm.
Whew. After that full beatdown he got. Wait, no. It was a hug match, really.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right. Logan Paul.
Naked,
yeah,
one-sided naked hug match.
that's right. Well, that is our time, fellas. Russ, thanks for joining us again. It's always
Oh
a
yeah.
pleasure.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Always welcome.
You
And,
put my mind in a time warp now, trying to remember what years things happened.
right. All right, Joey, let's roll that intro or outro.
Been hating my job. I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? 'Cause I can't keep living this way.